That's good. Is that further than the...
That's definitely further.
Yeah.
Doing the laches, it's likely to rip.
It's too far.
Yes.
The lache, a.k.a. the flying monkey, looks scary and often is, but a successful jump is one of the most satisfying things I do in my training. And if you're looking for something that challenges the whole body and potentially builds and tones muscles such as pecs, lats and abs in super quick time, look no further. I experienced a big case of DOMS after this session, and all the other movements I did in the workout were movements I do regularly. But these 3 big monkey bar jumps were the main change from the norm, which leads me to believe that it was these 3 explosive leaps that demanded the change in my muscles. 3 leaps of maximum effort. This spectacular, satisfying to achieve and impressive to see movement is more possible than you think. And today, I'm going to break it down for you. The first aspect to look at, and arguably the most important thing, the swing. The swing is important because it's what gives you the propulsion you need to make the distance. The bigger the distance required to make any jump, the bigger the swing has to be. And the size of the swing monkey bar troop is largely dependent on the kick forward. The kick forward is needed if you want good height in the backswing, and you need good height in order to get good distance. If I'm attempting a big jump, I like to bend my arms to bring myself closer to the bar. That way I can get a bigger kick and take me into a bigger backswing. Relax the body in the backswing to allow as much height as possible. Sometimes a re-grab with the hands can be helpful, but it's not always needed. But before we go further, I should point out the best and safest way to dismount. Once you get swinging, it can be quite scary, especially if you don't intend to jump and are only practicing the swing. Try to slow yourself down best you can, and then dismount behind on the backswing, looking down at the floor as you do. Once you're more confident, you can practice dismounting forward, get good height and dismount on the way up rather than on the way out. As always, safety should be your #1 priority. So we've mastered the swing, we've practiced the dismount. What's next? The release, which is shortly followed by the catch. As you come around the bar, lift the knees up high, keeping your eyes on the target. The torso then becomes upright and we come down onto the bar for the catch. You can practice the catch just by jumping from the floor to the bar. Build up the size of the jump. And practice this as many times as you need to increase confidence. When you're ready to give it a go, start with smaller gaps, aiming just to touch first with one hand, then one and the other, and eventually a two-handed simultaneous catch. And repeat this process as you progress through bigger jumps. This is a high risk move, so only attempt when you are confident.